Yes guys, welcome back to today's video. So before this video gets started, I just want to show you something. I hope you like it as much as I do. I'm absolutely over the moon with this. It's been done for us by the people that we had the stickers from. I'll put their handles here and little description for what they do. Anything you want personalised, anything at all for Halloween, Christmas, birthdays, anything like that, or just in general for YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is you want personalised, hit these people up because they are brilliant. Their customer service is spot on. So this is what they've sent us. We've actually got a form of merch. So it's just a t-shirt for me for now, but if anybody wants any at any point, let me know, and it is something we can sort out. It's got a cool little design on the side, and then I can't turn around because obviously I can't hold the camera and show you my back, so I'll put a picture on the screen of what the back looks like. It's absolutely mint. I'm in love with it. I think it's brilliant. Anyway, on with the install. Mike Seeley is a subscriber. He sent this to us, donated it to us for the channel to make some content, and he wasn't using it. So thank you very much, pal. Really appreciate that. Definitely going to be making use of this. First of all, obviously, you're going to need to take your standard stereo out. If you don't have the keys that obviously go in there to drag it out, you can get it out without them. I did manage to do it. If you stick a small Allen key, obviously, into each hole, at the back here, there's this little tab. This one I've got my finger on. That just pushes inwards like that. So put the Allen key or very small screwdriver in, whatever it is, press it that way, and then you'll be able to pull it out then. You don't need to push it in very far. That's probably about an inch to an inch and a half at most. So that's how you get that out. We've got obviously the original loom and the connector there, and then obviously this piece here is the aerial, and we've got the connectors on the new loom for that to all connect up and work. So what I've found is the new loom I had to buy, which is this one. I got it from a friend of mine, works at a place where they get stuff like this. So this piece will just connect up to the car's loom, and then these two plugs here go onto this one, and there's another one just down here. However, this doesn't have a power, so this one here, this red one here, actually says on it ignition live. The orange one's for an illumination from the dash, but obviously we don't need that because the power will give us all of that. So I'm going to put wire this up to, there's a power point that I used for the gauge. It's just under there, so I'm going to splice into that and borrow the power from that. I have tested it, and it all does work and goes off when the car goes off, which is what you want. What I did find was by using the loom that came with the head unit, it's almost exactly the same. You know, plug's almost the same. It's got the two on the end, but it's got this piece that comes off it, which doesn't have anywhere. It has somewhere to go, but it plugs into this little box here, and it's just got like a headphone jack type thing on the end of it. If you put all that in, it's got no power. So as I was looking at the diagrams and looking at these wires on here, I actually found that the red wire that you can see there and the yellow wire you can see there are to do with the power. So I bridged the connection from here and here, and the stereo came on, but it's a permanent live, and I ain't smart enough with wires and all that to figure out where stuff needs to go and that. So to make it work for now, we are ditching this loom, which is the one that came with it, until we can figure out how to do it properly. I'm gonna have to pull up wiring diagrams and all that sort of stuff, but like I say, that's not going to be in this video. So for now, we are going to use the loom that we've got off James, and let's carry on and get all this wired up. Little update. Obviously, as you can see, I've had to take all of this out. Basically, it's so that I can feed the red wire that I was talking about. That's got to be put into the ignition live, so I can thread that down through and behind everything. and obviously to move everything out of the way, it just makes a lot of sense rather than trying to fondle about in the dark. But anyway, this has got to go down under that hole, which will bring it out under there, and then down again, which will bring it up where you can see my fingers. So that is the plan next. Obviously, wire's gone through there and come out under there, and before I'd sort of used the original plug that was on the black wire to put a connection into there, but I hadn't got another connection, and obviously because there was two, I thought, right, this is going to be the best way to do it. So I've used the connector block, and I'm going to tape that up, but obviously I haven't taped it up before I showed you, so that you can actually just see what it is I've done. So this red wire on the right hand side is what goes to the boost gauge. The black wire was the initial ignition live, and the red wire that's going to the same port is from the stereo. So I'll plug it all in now, and then obviously show you that it works, or hope that it works and I haven't messed anything up. There we have, that is pretty much done. I did also forget to say that I'd bought this Facia surround from good old Halfords. They had the right one in, so obviously we got that. I'll link that just down below as well. So yeah, taped up the connection, so that shouldn't be sparking or arcing out anywhere. And obviously the stereo is almost installed. I've put it on just obviously so you can see. Can't obviously play too much of that because of copyright and stuff, so I'm just going to take this back out now, just tighten up all the connections behind and push them back down behind everywhere, because I don't think I'll be able to push this in much more because of all the connections that are in there. So while I do that, we'll cut to yesterday when I installed something else. There you can see that's the standard one going. So to take these out, you sort of pull it this way back towards the wing mirror, and then it will pull out. Got a flat-headed screwdriver. I'm going to do it very carefully as to not mark the car. Look at that, easy as pie. I didn't think it'd come out that easily. So that's coming out. White bulb, because you've got the egg yolk in there. Take that out. And these ones have sent an orange bulb, so we're going to stick that in. Simply turn that, and then it goes back in, or at least it should do. What stiff that is. Just like that. So obviously the bulb stops working when you've taken out, so we'll turn the hazards off, turn it back on, and you can see it then. And there we have it. That's still changed over and hopefully looking a lot better. So jump back inside the car and carry on with the installation of the new head unit. So there we have it, all installed, all pushed back in all nicely. Now I don't know if I'd mentioned this earlier in the video or not, but it's actually touchscreen, so that's cool. And obviously it plays DVDs and that, and I think if you go into setup, display and tilt, proper throwback to the 90s, like, you know, obviously when you open it as well, all folds down. Proper reminds me of the old Fast and Furious kind of days, you know. Brilliant. So slide that one back in because we're listening to that. But yeah guys, there we have it, that's all installed. So yeah, I am well happy with that. That's pretty cool. Mike, thank you very much. I'm going to enjoy it anyway, so thank you. Let me know what you thought of these t-shirts. Well, my t-shirt, guys. Do you like it? I think it's pretty cool, so let me know down below what you think, and let me know what you think of the install and the lights that I put on, because again, I think they're cool, hence why I've done them. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to check out AJ Personalisation, and I will see you in the next video.